This is what I get for wanting to try to have cleaner audio. I am absolutely sweating my nuts off without any of the fans on. Oh my god. Also, I just had to switch to the shotgun mic because that was too complicated. Hey everyone, it's been a while. I haven't recorded a video in over a year, at least a YouTube video, and that's slightly because of, well, the title of this video. I tried making a Spider-Man fan film for a senior project. Sorry if I seem very sweaty, it's just because I am. But yes, I tried making a Spider-Man fan film for my senior project of my senior year in college, which obviously wasn't the smartest idea, but we'll get to that in a sec. But first, to address this, yes, the tutorial is coming soon. I don't know when, but this year it will be coming soon. Okay, back from the intermission, I guess you can call it. Yes, I tried making a Spider-Man fan film, and it mentally, physically, and emotionally broke me. I'm sorry, I just tried recording this video like 5 minutes ago, and I had to stop because it was all over the place. So I'm just saying these things again, and I don't know, it just gets weirder and weirder every time I say these things out loud to the camera, to all of you guys. Bear with me, it's been a year. So the story goes, my junior year of college, I decided I wanted to make a Red Hood fan film. That was also a very bad idea. It was a basic story, literally. Red Hood doesn't show up to like the last fucking 10 seconds of the fan film. This fan film will never be public. It was only shown to the people who worked on it and was shown to the entire class. But yeah, I did that because I wanted to see if it was possible to do a fan film of some sort on a very low budget, have it be somewhat good. And obviously it wasn't, but I still went on with making a Spider-Man fan film anyways. But originally I didn't even know I was going to be making a Spider-Man fan film till I was working on my Red Hood fan film, because I had a prep class my junior year basically prepping me for my senior project, and I had no project idea. I wasn't told beforehand that we needed to have a project idea like the first day of class. So I basically pitched an idea from another idea that me and my friend Jamie came up with. So context, I met my friend Jamie on a different film set. We worked together. She was the writer, assistant director, and the fight choreographer. She was amazing to work with. She's an amazing person. We just became very fast friends. And then while we were working on that, I had told her that I wanted to work on a Spider-Man fan film for years, because I grew up watching, Spider-Man and Spider-Man fan films. So I wanted to take a crack at it. And this was like 2021. This was before I was even a junior in college. I just finished my freshman year of college. We went through a couple iterations of like a Spider-Man we could possibly want to do. And then we eventually came upon the idea of, why don't we do like a Japanese Spider-Man fan film? So with that, we came up with a feature film idea, and we were really psyched about it. We had some interesting ideas we wanted to implement, and we changed some things around in our universe of this Spider-Man. And I was very, very excited to, act as this version of Spider-Man, make all costumes, work on it, and then have Jamie direct and do all the fight choreography, because she's really talented at that kind of stuff. So that was the basic idea of what our feature-length Spider-Man fan film was going to be, an adaptation of the Japanese Spider-Man. Anyways, so I do the Red Hood fan film. Jamie was also a part of that, along with a few of my friends, and we were able to get a classmate that I knew who had a Batman suit to kind of dress up as Batman in the fan film, which was great. And then I made a Red Hood costume, just nothing special, just something quick and makeshift because it was only supposed to be like a 3 to 5 minute short film and he was only gonna appear at the end. So yeah, that happened. And then at the same time, I was in the senior project prep class in my junior year. So I decided, why not create a fake pilot for our Spider-Man fan film? And what I mean by that is, what if, because the senior project had to be like 10 minutes long, what if we made a fake 90s TV show pilot where it'll introduce all the ideas we wanted to do in this universe. Basically just like a, not bad, but like charming, like 10-minute fan film that we could do on the lowest budget we could possibly afford.
Hi there, editing Johnny here. It's like 1 a.m. I had totally forgot to mention in the second round of recording of this video that we were gonna use this fan film, the 90s TV show pilot version, as like a proof of concept of what we wanted to do with the universe so that we could eventually get like enough hype around it and get some fandom up, like behind it so that we could get crowdfunding for the feature-length version of this Spider-Man we wanted to do, where Jamie was directing and I was just going to focus on acting. Yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention a lot of things probably, just because my head's all over the place with this video. But yeah, back to the video.
So from there, we went on. During the summer of 2023, we were in pre-production for a lot of things. We were trying to find actors, get locations, get costumes. By the way, all the costumes were excellently designed by probably Spider-Man. You've probably heard of this Spider-Man. Kai, he did an amazing job designing these suits. All of them were kind of just his creation, his ideas. I kind of told him what we were going for, and then, he just whipped up these concepts that I thought were just perfect, honestly. Like, we really liked what he was giving us, and I made those costumes. I spent, oh God, probably like 2 months making 5 costumes for this project. It was... And then we shot in October, and then November, and then we had reshoots in February, and we were very close to finishing in the beginning of April. However, leading up to that point, I had a very tough time in my life. I've had tough times in my life before, but this was different. Many things went wrong with production, but they got solved just as quickly, which was great. I had an amazing crew put on this film. I couldn't think of a better crew to have. Everybody did their jobs. Everybody seemed excited and really wanted to do it. And I couldn't be more grateful for my cast and crew who came along. None of them were being paid. They just essentially just got paid for a meal, like coming to the set. And I really do think that we created something special. Like talking with my editor while we were working on it, it had this just charm to it. Like it had bits of Raimi, bits of Power Rangers, bits of Spider-Man. It really was just a nice kind of original take on the character of Spider-Man. I say original, but we kind of ripped it off a bunch of different things, but yeah, oh well. Yes, like I said before, a lot of things went wrong, but they also got solved. But at a certain point, I couldn't take it. What I mean by that is I was just very overworked from both working on this very ambitious senior project, and then my schoolwork, and then personal life, and just a whole bunch of different things messing with my head. And I just had to stop everything. I dropped out of school like a month before graduation. I yeah, I had to withdraw myself from school, and I went through quite a bit of stuff in between, like the projects and stuff. Like the fan film wasn't just like the thing that caused me mental pain. It was also things that happened outside of that. And if I'm going to be honest, the school kind of screwed me and other filmmakers that are part of the program. I heard they were canceling projects left and right, and some other kids had to drop out. So yeah, the odds weren't exactly stacked with me. They were very much stacked against me with the amount of things that could go wrong and went wrong, but then got solved. And then I had to run into other problems, and then I had to overwork myself, and it just became a lot. And I had to stop. And I'm very glad that I've stopped the last few months. I haven't really touched the fan film in since I had my multiple mental breakdowns. But yeah, this is just very weird to talk about. But yes, I had to stop working on it. I had to kind of just stop everything so I could get mentally, physically, and emotionally healthier. I don't know if you guys have witnessed, but like the last year or two, I've lost a significant amount of weight from my TASM 2 costume to like now. I mean, you could probably just see it in my face. Also, like I had my hair growing for like 2 years, and I finally cut it like a few months ago. But yeah, like I lost around 60 pounds like in the span of like a few months, which which I wouldn't recommend, because the way I did that was just skipping meals because I was either working or I was not in the right mental health like setting to like want to eat. Like there were a few days where I just go without eating. Like it was not good. And then, like it became a problem because I would continue to lose weight. I was like 192 in December of 2022, and then by the time we had started pre-production, I think I dropped down to like 130, and then over the next few months working on the project, and I feel like up until like a couple months ago, I was like down to like 120s, and I was like slowly starting to get down to like the 110s, which like I guess isn't like I've been like, I don't know, like I just lost a lot of weight quickly, and it wasn't in the healthiest way because I was not mentally right in the head. But yeah, I had to stop. It's essentially finished. The only real thing that needs to be finished is sound. Like all the VFX shots that I did, they're finished and in the final cut. In reality, it's just we need to finish sound, and then the short film can release, the fan film could release, whatever you want to call this thing, it could release. So what's stopping me from finishing it? Well, there are a couple of things. One is that I feel physically sick anytime I look like at the project files or anything to do with the fan film. I'm gonna be honest, like that's how bad it got for me in my life to a certain point, and like working on this project, I've just kind of associated it with like just feeling sick to my stomach because of how like wrecked essentially my life kind of went while working on this thing. So there's that. And then another thing is that we still kind of looking for a sound designer. I attempted to do a run at the sound. I don't want to say it was good or it was bad. It was just very much a rough version of the sound. Like nothing was really leveled. Like it was all just kind of random things to kind of be like, oh yeah, you know, it probably didn't sound like this or like this. I am not a sound designer at all. I am barely a fucking director. So yeah, I guess we're technically looking for a sound designer, but also I'm not in exactly any rush to release this. Again, I don't have the greatest feelings when it comes to this fan film anymore. I still think what we made was great. It's just the experience I had working on this and just everything that happened because of and not even relating to it's not fond to look back on that time. You know, like while we were filming, I was still like making costumes. Like I had to make 5 costumes that were somewhat camera ready, and you know, we had people that had to do stunts. We had to make sure there was like things were safe in the costumes and that no seams would pop and everything. And you know, there was one night when I was working on these costumes that I just had to throw up because all the chemicals I was inhaling between like painting and sanding, and you know, like again, I just, it was not the best time for me. So I will say again, the fan film is going to come out. I'm thinking about aiming for either like Thanksgiving or maybe just early December, depending on how quickly we can get sound done and maybe some trailers whipped up or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's going to release this year. I just kind of have to get over, you know, everything that happened, I guess. And just so you guys know, I am doing a lot better. I haven't really worked on anything the last couple of months, and I feel like that was for the better. I've been fortunate enough to hang out with the best people I know, my friends, my family, my girlfriend, and they've honestly pulled me from the fire, and they've been very like understanding and supportive, and I couldn't ask for a better like a group of people in my life. But I am working on getting better, essentially. Yeah. Goddamn, I am sweating like a pig. Anyways, on a topic that is much lighter, I do want to talk about what the future of this channel is going to be, because obviously I've changed the channel more than a few months ago. Almost a year ago, I've changed all of my socials to Purple Art Workshop. At a certain point, I had like a NFT looking AI generated image just as a placeholder to like made my own logo, but I'm not even really happy with the current logo anymore. I want to get like a professional to do it eventually. But yeah, so what is Purple Otter Workshop?